are doing? In today's digital age, we see that most companies have made online interviews an integral part of their hiring process. While online interviews are similar to the in-person face-to-face interviews, they have some major differences that candidates should be prepared for. Conducting interviews online has its pros and cons for both the interviewer and the interviewee. While it may save time, lowers the cost, there might be issues such as internet connection issues or poor video quality. This video will help you in understanding certain aspects that will help you in preparing for online interview. Let us quickly go through a few important aspects that you do before the interview. The first aspect is practice. Practicing before giving any interview is very important. It might be the first time that you are talking to a camera. It may be difficult for you to smile and make eye contact. Instead of staring blankly at the screen, try smiling a little and stay relaxed. Don't be robotic. You may not know which platform or technology will be used to conduct the interview. If you are informed prior and have access, try and get yourself familiar with the platform. Whenever we use something new, we tend to be a little confused. So it always helps we get familiar with. If you have access, try giving an interview on the platform and make yourself comfortable with it. You can also use our new talent show interview platform called Let's Interview, which is specially designed for students to practice giving online interviews. You can find the link in the description. The next aspect is having a good internet connection. For online interviews, you need stable internet connection. If you don't have a broadband connection and you rely on a mobile network, make sure that the place from which you take the interview has good network connection. A slow internet connection can affect the quality of audio and video of your interview, and unclear voice or video can cost you a job. A good internet connection will ensure that the video does not freeze in the middle of the interview, and also the quality of the video will be clear. Also have a backup internet connection just in case if there are any power cuts or network issues. It will come handy. The next aspect is lighting. Choose a well-lit room. Make sure that you have sufficient light and that you are facing towards the light so that you are visible properly on the camera. If there is any window behind you, or if you stand at a place where there is some source of light behind you, then your face will not be visible properly on the camera. Next is background. Your background should be plain, preferably a wall or a curtain. Choose a neat and clean background and not an untidy or cluttered or inappropriate place like a kitchen or a bathroom. Also avoid a place where people are visible in the background. The next aspect is audio. Choose a quiet room with no noise around. The most common background noises are of TV, of utensils in the kitchen, vehicles, kids shouting, and even your room fan. If there is some noise, then it not only disturbs your thought process but also distracts the interviewer. Ensure that your voice is clear, and it is always advised to use headphones or earphones. But do check before you use it if it is working properly or not. Don't keep the mic too close or too far, as this may affect the audio quality. Maintain an adequate distance. Also, if you know that the voice or a particular word that the interviewer spoke was not clear, don't hesitate to ask the interviewer to repeat the question. It is better to ask for an apology if you don't find something clear or for being able to get the question rather than giving the wrong answer. Settings in your devices. Turn off all the notifications on your laptop or phone on which you will take the interview. If you get any notifications during the interview, it not only distracts you, the HRs might also get an impression that you don't pay attention to details and you are unprepared for the interview. Turn up the volume and check if the speech is audible or not. Camera setup. Set up the camera in such a way that you are seen from the waist up, so that your gestures are visible. If you are taking the interview on a mobile phone, then you can use a mobile stand rather than using your hands to carry the mobile. Once you fix the device, check how you appear on the screen. You should be at the center of the camera. Also make sure that the camera is placed at the level of your chin so that the angle is right. Most importantly, the camera should not move during the entire interview. Don't move around when taking the interview. Be seated comfortably. Eye contact. Look at the camera during the online interview. If you observe during video calls, we generally look at the person who appears on the screen but not at the camera. It is quite difficult to look at the camera because when we talk to people in general, we look at people and then our natural instinct is to look at the person who appears on the screen. Dress. Do dress professionally, just as you would for any other interview. There is a fair chance that you might have to stand up or move. Dressing informal outfits reflects a person's personality and also exhibit seriousness towards the company and the interviewer. Put on the same clothes you would wear if you were going to interview in person. Men can wear formal pants and shirt, and a woman can choose from formal kurti, pant shirt or skirt top. Grooming. Don't neglect your personal hygiene. Make sure you wash your face and brush your teeth so that you still look professional. Also, make sure that your hair is properly combed and tied. If you have a beard, make sure that you trim or shave it properly. Stationery. During an interview, you may be required to make notes or write down a few points. Don't forget to have your supplies handy. When you have all you need ready around you, it just shows how prepared you are for the interview. Water. Keep a glass of water bottle handy. Just in case if you need water, you cannot afford to leave the interview in between and go. The next aspect is power backup. Make sure that the devices which you will use for the interview, either the mobile or a laptop, have sufficient power and also have a backup plan. Whether it is a regular physical face-to-face interview or a virtual online interview, all the general aspects like how you behave, how you answer, preparation and readiness will remain the same. Make sure that you maintain proper eye contact, focus on gestures, and maintain the voice modulation throughout the interview. Doing so will showcase your confidence. Also remember that a smile will take you a long way. These are a few points you can keep in mind while attending online interviews. Apply these and you will surely have a successful interview. If this is your first interview, then do practice interviews multiple times with your friends or family members. You can follow a few videos which are available on our YouTube channel for optimal preparation for the interviews. You can also subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos and comment about your online interview experiences and queries. All the best and see you soon in another interesting video.